All right. Arsenal last preparations as they prepare to play Man United. They've been in high gear at the Subha Reality Training Center. And guess what? Arsenal is really ready to take on Man United. And smash like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. As we come into this game, we all know that lots of things are really going to be happening right about now, as the side of Arsenal has gotten to know that Man City has gone ahead to win by, has it been by 3-0? 3 or 4? 3-0 away at London. Away in London at the Craven Cottage. And now they're seated on top of the Premier League table, right? I'm going to be coming up with that video later onto this channel. But Arsenal, not to eat that, they have to win away at Man United to obviously keep their pace onto that side of City. If they don't, City will be crowned champions if at all they beat Tottenham Hotspur on Wednesday. Welcome to this channel. Let's see close to how many likes. Let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video, and congratulations to everyone who was gonna hit to enable us to hit the magic number of 21,000 subscribers. Now let's obviously continue to subscribe such that we hit 21,100 subscribers, right? I like the vibe, and you guys are really giving me the best that we deserve. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum. Mikel Arteta had something to say before we get into how these players of Arsenal had to train at the Subha Reality Training Center. He was asked on Arsenal's 3-1 win against Man United this season. You remember that game of football had been 1-1 until the 92nd minute, where Declan Rice broke the dreadlock, and then Gabriel Jesus had to hit down Diego Dallo to send him back to Portugal, and he scored a very brilliant effort to make it 3-1 in the dying minutes. He said, "It was a game with a lot of alternatives. It was a difficult one, and there were small margins because they had a huge moment where the goal was disallowed. Then we turned the game around and scored 2 very good goals. So that tells you the quality of them and what we are going to have to do to beat them." So Arteta is a very good manager, and he knows exactly what it means to be playing against a team like Man United, because when United is playing against Arsenal, I tell you, even if you feel what, that player will obviously know how huge this game of football is. And with Chelsea winning today, Manchester United will need to fight to get a win to see to it that they level Chelsea on 57 points, as they really fight hard to get into the proximity of getting to the UEFA Europa League. And now it is really looking more likely, because they are really putting in what we call a very good shift, as Spurs have gone ahead, I think, to draw today, meaning that United has a lot to go with, and he knows that at Old Trafford is a different scenario altogether. Arsenal might come in through, boss the game, but players like Garnacho, Rashford, and Rasmus Højlund can obviously come in through and make a very huge turnaround like they did last time. You remember Arsenal came in through in 2022 in September, and they played Man United. United scored the first goal. Jesus, I think Saka went ahead to equalize. After Saka equalized, United went ahead to put in 2 more goals. But do you know why it happened like that? Arsenal created chances and never scored. I've been so much deterrent, onto this. Arsenal should score goals. If Arsenal create their chances and don't score goals, you'll know where things will go. You get? Arsenal has to score goals. That is it. And when you look at that central defense of Man United, you obviously get to know that it's really going to be hard for United not to swallow goals, because teams have gone ahead to come at Man United and really score goals. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Burnley, name it. You get? And I think if Arsenal score like 3 goals, they'll win the game, because United can average 2 goals at Old Trafford. So what Arsenal need to do is to really score 2 goals, and 3. And the moment you see 3 goals, it's going to be a done deal for the side of Arsenal. But Arteta is like, the quality can really show up, because at Emirates, it was tied until the dying minutes, where Jesus and Declan Rice had to come in through and put in a very beautiful shift. After that, he was asked onto his first game at Old Trafford as an Arsenal manager, and the evolution since then. So he said, it moves so fast and so many things happen daily that you don't tend to remember much about what happened 3 or 4 years ago. It's true that it's been an unbelievable journey in every sense, with a lot of changes and how we have come far from where we were. But there is still a lot to come. I think his first game he played at Old Trafford, he came in through and beat United by 1-0. It ended in favor of Arsenal's win. The penalty was taken by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And the next season of 2020-2021, obviously, I think Man United, did he beat it? 2022, 2021, 2022, I think he was beaten by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Then there came in Ralf Rangnick. I think Carrick was in control of that game. He won it by 3-2, and Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to obviously beat him last season. So he knows that it's not really an easy journey, and that's why he's saying it's not an easy journey, and wait to see how it's really gonna pan out at that stadium. But it's gonna be a very good game where Arsenal are really favorites to win. I support Man United. I'm telling you that with the problems we are having, I cannot come here and really lie to you that it's really gonna be that it's Man United as favorites. I tell you, Manchester United aren't favorites. It's Arsenal. Arteta, on if he sympathizes with Erik ten Hag, he said for sure, because at his level, that's the reality. The margins are so small, and momentum shifts in relation to an action, sometimes in the game, sometimes in the season, because you need that moment for something to click, to start an unbelievable run. So of course I do. Obviously, any manager will have to come in through and really feel for Erik ten Hag. Do you know why? Because with the kind of injuries that Manchester United is going to have, you cannot really feel for this manager, because even if you tell Mikel Arteta that, would you be where you are if at all you had 65 injuries? He'll tell you no. He'll tell you no. And for Erik ten Hag, he had gone ahead to find a better solution of really getting in the doctor of Arsenal to come in through and really become the one at the head of science at Man United. But injuries just went ahead to obviously become worse. And that is it. So, but it's a game of results. It's a business-oriented, it's a result-oriented business. So you cannot come out here and really feel like you are so much for him, but he needs to obviously lift up his available players to come in through and really try to turn out as they play against Arsenal. Odegaard and Jorginho arriving at the ground of the Sober Reality Training Center. Then Martinelli, one of those who has gone ahead to be underperforming this season, though the Brazilian national team has gone ahead to really give him a nod into the mix. Jorginho and Gabriel Magalhaes, obviously, into the training session there. You see that ring because he's a married man. I don't know why he trains with it, because he might really swing it on a player and obviously cause a lot of havoc to him. But Jorginho has also gone ahead to renew his contract. I think we'll have a say about that later on after this game of football between Man United and Arsenal is done. Benjamin White obviously charged for the encounter between Man United and Arsenal. He's going to be facing Marcus Rashford. That is it. Then William Saliba, the best centre-back into the Premier League, looking on and really getting charged for the game. Gabriel Jesus struggling to obviously get to the starting 11 of Arsenal, because looks like the front three of Arsenal has shifted from Martinelli, Saka and Gabriel Jesus to Saka, Kai Havertz and Trossard, with this guy known as Julian Timber trying to obviously fit into the team, and we don't know whether he's going to travel with the team to Manchester. This is Julian Timber and Emily Smith-Rowe obviously trying to tussle it out, and Arsenal like, we shouldn't be really playing this guy, because first and foremost, they don't want him to be rushed to be taken to the Euros, because if you played any game, I tell you what, the side of Arsenal, sorry, the side of Netherlands will take him there. Emily Smith-Rowe, he has kept himself fit, and he now has a resolution to make. Does he keep at Arsenal, to compete for his position. All else, he goes out and finds a better loan that will keep him fit and compete better. Mikel Arteta obviously issuing instructions at the training center of Arsenal to really emphasize on what tactics he's going to be using when they're playing against Manchester United. Then Mikel Arteta comes in through to obviously issue instructions with Kai Havertz behind him, because he knows how serious this beautiful game of football is. You understand? Then Rice and Trossard obviously having a chart that is going to head to obviously give them the best of a compliment into the training. Declan Rice all smiles. I don't know what was really making him laugh, because he was even having the ball, but he looked like he was really excited. And remember, Ten Hag is going to have to come out and really hail Declan Rice for the good activity he has going to have to do at Arsenal. And he said he would have gone ahead to fit into the team of Man United very well, but he's happy with Mason Mount. And these are decisions that we failed to make, that I thought United would have gone ahead to have a very good go at Arsenal if they went in for Declan Rice, you get? But they failed, and Arsenal took the player. Arteta issuing instructions in there for you, as his players were really gearing up for the encounter between Man United and Arsenal. Kai Havertz, man in fine form, obviously training into that side of the Sympathizes training center at Arsenal. Man who is really on fire. Jesus trying to really go ahead and control that ball with the lift touch. Obviously, he's going to undergo a surgery, because that right knee is not in its right condition. Then David Raya, man who won the Golden Glove, very much excited and happy about this, and he's like, we are willing and good to go. That is it. Then Martin Odegaard, all covered in the sprinkles of water at the training ground, and he was like, yeah, I'm the captain, I should lead my team, because this is the huge test that Arsenal will have this season, because they have to come in through and obviously put in a shift to really call off the situation. Then Emily Smith-Rowe is also it out with Jorginho, and obviously he's looking fine in there for you, but you expect him to be on the bench, but he's not gonna make it into the starting 11. Even coming off the bench, when you look at the substitutes available, he's not gonna be ready to really put in that shift to show up as expected. Then Emily Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, Declan Rice, and Jorginho. Then the winning team: Gabriel Magalhaes, Cedric Soares, Julian Timber, Martinelli, Karl Hein, Jesus, Fabio Vieira, Saliba. Then you see Jorginho, and that is the man himself who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus into the mix. So that's what we want ahead to happen at the Sympathizes Training Center, as Arsenal did its final touches to obviously prepare for this side. I'm going to be doing the same video at the United Matters channel as United prepares for Arsenal in there for you. So may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and bye-bye for now.